Hi everybody, welcome to today's pick a card reading. This is the White Tiger Tarot and we are looking at what Jupiter in Taurus and this new moon in Taurus is bringing into your life. What is going on with this new planet transitions? Before we begin, I just want to let you know I am offering personal readings. And I offer something called a BQH session, which is a hypnosis therapy, where it usually is described as a past life therapy or regression, but it's actually much more than that. And we can go into symbolic, subconscious scenes, and we're guided through to give you the answers or to give you the healings that you need to know for this particular situation or time in your life or intention that you come with. All right, guys, so I just want to let you know I'm offering that. That is linked in the description box below. And I will give you some time to meditate on your cards. All right. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. This is your Jupiter in Taurus new moon reading. What's coming into your life? What's going on? We're going to open the floor to Spirit to let you know what you need to know about this planetary transition. What's going on for you? I just want to let you know before we begin, I'm sorry if there are some noises, some drilling noises. The windows are being replaced here where I'm living. So yeah, if you hear any noises, my apologies. I hope it's not too loud. It shouldn't be too bad. I think the brunt of it is over. So your card that you chose was the Six of Cups. Okay. And we are going to get right into it here. Your first oracle card is Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. All right. Then we have pushing upward. Very nice. Steady progress, gaining confidence, accepting challenges, a promotion, receiving recognition. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been working hard at something with the Taurus energy here, a lot of earth. And you're finally getting seen. You're finally getting gifted by the universe something that you've been dreaming about, that you've been working towards. Your next card, wow, we have God. Light attribute, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Wow, very powerful energy here, guys. Amazing. All right, let's just fit these all in frame. On your tarot cards, beautiful. You have the Fool going into the Magician. So he's flying right under the sun with a blindfold on, but he has his purity, he has his dream, his hope, his innocence guiding the way, not taking anything with him. You have the Tower going into the Star. You have the Two of Swords. And this is the After Tarot. Page of Wands. Sorry, I don't think you can see these up there. There we go. Page of Cups. Judgment with Awakening. Two of Wands with Possibilities. And the Page of Wands with Playfulness. You have 3 pages, so big, and the Fool, big new beginnings here. Big new beginnings, new starts, new energy, new opportunities. Okay, so yeah, for you guys, it's like you've been working really, really hard on something very close to your heart. And you're finally, the opportunities to actually start on this, to actually begin your adventure, to begin working on this, or to get the opportunity to work on this, or if you've been working on this, it's getting the recognition for what you've done, and then it just expands from there, getting the offers, whether that be job offers, offers for, payment of your service or what it is you provide. But with this Jupiter in Taurus, so this is happening for the next year. And I see that you guys are finally, it's finally poking up from the darkness, that maybe you've been working on something kind of in the background or quietly to yourself without, maybe you haven't released it out into the world, or maybe you haven't put yourself out there yet, or the opportunity hasn't come yet. And with this, and we have Taurus here, with this, I feel like you're definitely being guided highly. Like we have Judgment here as well. So it's like awakening to this purpose, awakening to this higher calling of yours. And I feel like a lot of things had to crumble in order to get you to this place, or a lot of things had to fall apart, or there was a lot of like maybe upheaval or just like disasters that could have happened, big failures, things that really crumbled parts of your life. But these things happen to point you in the direction of your highest good, to point you in the right place so that you would be here now. You would leave behind this thing and follow your North Star, follow your awakening, follow your higher guidance, following this higher intelligence, not knowing where I was headed, not knowing what this would lead to, if this is going to lead me to where I want to be. But it's like you guys are starting out on this whole new adventure that's going to lead you to a lot of success. It's going to lead you. I think a lot of you are already on this path, and you're just starting it, and it's like pretty fresh and new and exciting, but it's definitely what your heart has been calling you to do. It's what your heart wants you to do. So I don't want you to hesitate or feel any fear about this. If it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much new, there could be 3 new things here with the 3 pages. It's like there could be 3 new areas of your life that are starting to kind of start up. Could be job, could be new place to live, and that could be a different city, country, province, state, and it could be like a new house, apartment, condo, whatever it is, or this could be like new relationship, new job, and a new place to live, right? It could be so many things, and this is telling you that this is right. Like the world is opening up to you. There's new possibilities being available to you, new options. You're going to soar. It's like if you take this leap of faith towards these new things, I really feel like it's multiple. You will fly, and you will be caught by the universe. This is saying don't be afraid, even if you don't know what's going to happen, even if you can't see the next steps. That's okay. Just know that you're following your heart. Just keep following your heart, following your inner guidance, because that's what's leading you to what you want and what you desire and what you need. And it's leading you to your higher calling here. And you're finally pushing out through the hardness, through all these tower moments, through all these like upheavals and, big happenings that may have led left you feeling unstable, uncertain, hurt, you know, it's like, and you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to start this or be able to see hope or see the sun or see any kind of like rewards for all this work that I'm doing. It's like, is anyone going to see this? You know? Yeah, it's wow. I'm just rereading this card, the benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. It's like awakening to that within yourself. This is like huge. You're like awakening to your own power, to the power of your heart and the power of what it is you came here to do. And now it's like I've learned so much by all these things falling apart or by learning what not to do, that now I'm like being so clear on what it is I'm meant to do. And now I have a clear direction in where I can go. And now I'm feeling lighter and I'm feeling like this is actually possible, instead of feeling like I'm always going up against a wall, or I'm always having to fight, not knowing if this fight is even worth anything. You know, it's like I'm finally seeing the fruits of my labor, all of this work that I've been putting in. I can finally see what it was all leading to, that it wasn't in vain, it wasn't for nothing. It's like I kept the hope alive, I kept my faith alive in myself and in others, even when maybe others let me down. It's like I kept my heart in the right place and I kept my hope alive, and I never gave up. I never gave up, and I knew that I was being led somewhere, I just didn't know where. Right? And so now it's like you're going to be able to finally feel that free feeling of coming up out of the dark, out of the dirt, out of the ground, and being able to spread your wings, being able to be who you are and express yourself in the most pure way possible, and having that received, and having that, you know, beauty seen about you, and actually getting to go forward on the path, getting what you need when you need it, and showing yourself off, showing your heart off, showing what you've been working on off, and really just letting your heart lead you and getting rewarded for that. It's like you never strayed from your heart, and because of that you are getting everything you wanted. I believe 3, you know, big things are about to begin for you. And this next year, it's going to be developing into something beautiful for you. It's going to be developing into that dream, into that star. It's like this is the beginning of this whole new cycle for you, where it's not going to be so hard, and it's not going to be disaster or failures after failures. It's going to be you building something big for yourself, you building what you've been working on, and it being solid in your world. You're becoming better, you're becoming wiser. And it's like you had to go through all these turmoil and all these things to put you in the right mindset, to put you exactly on the path that you wanted to go on. And now it's like you're beginning a whole new cycle, a whole new karmic cycle for yourself, where it's like you literally were working not knowing when it was going to happen, if it was going to happen, but the sun is coming up. The progress, all this progress is paying off now. And you're going to soar. You're going to fly. And I promise you, it's going to be big. It's like even when you were tested, and it's like, why should I just give up now? You know, maybe I should just give up and just fall in line. Or maybe you were tested in ways that were very, very difficult, but you were tested to see if your heart wanted it enough, if your heart was in the right place. It's like, how badly do you want this? And I promise you, this is very, very good. Ostentation, like you are getting all this work, all this determination that you've had. It's beginning to lift off. this next year, you're going to see huge, huge growth within yourself and within this dream of yours. It's really going to take off in new ways, ways that you never even thought, heights that you never thought you could go on. And this is saying, stay true to yourself, stay true to your ideas, to your heart, to your desires. Let that guide you, and you will soar. You will fly to new destinations, to new heights that you never thought possible, by staying true to that purity within you, what you dreamt of it becoming. And there will be nothing stopping you. There will be nowhere you cannot go, nowhere you cannot take this. Right? And just let that guide you. Yeah, this is really beautiful. You guys have really I think you really kept your inner child very close to you, very important to you, and you listen to it. I think your inner child's getting to shine here. And you're actually following your inner child dream, like what you've always wanted in your life, what will make your inner child the happiest. It's like that's what putting your heart first is, right? It's like really truly listening. What would make me the happiest? What would make the inner child in me happy and want to dance and play every day? And not taking anything less than that. And be thankful for these things that you found out weren't that, or didn't support that, because it's led you here. Yeah, and this next year, it's like, wow, you're really allowing your inner child to dance. You're allowing this dream to be released, to follow it. And it's actually you're going to be able to be taking the first steps towards it, and it's going to just grow and grow and grow. And I don't think there's no limit here. Yeah. Like it says here, steady progress, gaining confidence, accepting challenges, a promotion, receiving recognition. People are going to see what you've been doing and recognize you for what you do, because it's unique to you. Your heart song is unique to you. And I feel like you're not going to let that get to your head. You're going to stay very humble and make sure that you stay compassionate within yourself and to others. And that's going to make you very successful. That's going to make this path pure and true to you. And you've always stayed with it. And so people are going to want what you're offering, or they're going to want to give you recognition, give you appreciation, like thank you. Now I can recognize that within myself. I can recognize that inner child within me, or that place within me that's like always wanted to express that, or always wanted to be a part of this. And that's beautiful. So good for you, Pile 1. This is the beginning of a long, beautiful journey for you, where you're letting your heart guide you. And there's no limits, there's so many possibilities for you to grow this. And you are going to fly. So good for you. It's just the beginning. And you have anywhere you can take this, anywhere you can go. It is totally up to you. You can soar and fly and take this anywhere. All right, Pile 1. So thank you so much for coming to your reading today. I hope this resonated with you. And I wish you the best of luck with this next year and going forward, because I know Jupiter and Taurus is bringing you massive, massive growth, massive new beginnings that are leading you to your heart song, that are leading you to your highest purpose and where you're meant to go, where you are being led by the Most High. Putting in the work necessary, because I really feel like it will, take nurturing, just like a new project or a child, right? But I feel like you are more than capable of doing what's needed. And I feel like you've already put in so much work. And this is saying you have what it takes to nurture these things, these ideas, or these, opportunities, these manifestations into what they need to become, into what you envision them being. Yeah. You are being guided by the Most High. This is something very, very special, very, very needed. And you are fully supported here. Fully supported by the universe, by Source. Sorry if you can hear that. Okay. So thank you so much for coming to your reading today. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. And you can also book what's called a Beyond Quantum Healing session with me, which is a hypnosis therapy where we dive in with your higher self, your spirit guides, and we are shown scenes from your subconscious mind or past lives or future lives, and we are shown what you need to see in order to heal something about your current life, or what you need to see, answers that you need in order to move past something, in order to understand something. All right, guys? So all that information, if you want to find out more, you can go to my other YouTube channel, which is White Tiger Healing. That is linked in the description box below as well. Or you can check out my website that has more information there as well. Okay? Thank you so much, Powen, for coming. All of my love going forward. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your Jupiter in Taurus and Taurus new moon reading. Jupiter and Taurus will be in Taurus for the next year. So this energy will last throughout this year. So let's check in to see what's happening for you during this time. The card that you chose is the Six of Wands. Also, I apologize if there might be some noise happening because the windows at my place are being replaced. So just be aware, and I will try to cut any out if I can. Okay. Wow, beautiful. You have Mercury in Cancer with intuition. Look at that. What a cool card. You have retreat, a timely departure, letting go, withdrawal, reevaluation, retirement. Don't hesitate to walk away. And then we have the geese migrating there. And definitely have retreat with intuition as well. Let's move this up. And you have beggar. Light attributes: confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Shadow attribute: dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay. You have the Queen of Coins which is the Queen of Pentacles, going into the King. So I assume this is the King being born right there. Ace of Wands going into the Two of Wands. energy here. We have the Five of Swords. The World. King of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, sorry. This reminds me of this retreat card. And the Ten of Wands. Okay, I'm going to reflect on your cards and I'll be right back with you. Okay, Pile 2, I think I've figured out the answer here for you. I figured out what this is saying. So I feel like you guys, you're either in a situation, whether that be work or a relationship. I feel like for most of you, this is a work situation, a job situation. It's like you are afraid to leave that behind and start your own thing because you're not sure how it'll go or if you'll be able to be successful. I want you to know that within this year, you are realizing, and I want to tell you this right now, that this will be successful. You have something very, very special. You have something you've been working on. You have a skill or something you're very passionate about that you need to share with others. You need to release, and that is what's happening this year at some point. You don't have to worry about walking away from some other situation, because Spirit wants you to know, listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid of leaving some past job or some past situation behind in order to follow your dream, in order to go towards what you want, because you will actually move up in life. You will become the person that you know you can be. You have to listen to your intuitive nudges because they are leading you in the right place. They are leading you to where you want to be and where you want to go. And that maybe that includes traveling for some of you. Maybe that includes, taking a year off to travel or going somewhere else to explore a new opportunity or, work abroad or whatever that is. Maybe there's been a big trip on your mind and you're just like, I don't know if I can afford to do it. I don't know if my job will be here on, when I get back, or I don't know if I'll lose something if I go. I want you to know that you go. You just do it, because right now you're in a situation, this is ending, where it just feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. It feels heavy. I feel overworked. I feel run down. I feel heavy. And this has really been weighing on you. And maybe this idea has been really, it's been on your mind and on your heart. And there's just been like real world responsibilities that have been keeping you from going after this. I want you to know that if you do, you will be successful. And that this is the year that you go off on your own and start this thing. Or you go off and begin. You go off and take that chance. You leave behind something in order to gain something, and you will gain something, because you are being graduated. You are being crowned the king. You are going from queen to king here on the Pentacles, making more money, more stability, more success with something you're very, very passionate about, new opportunity, new beginning. And we have the King of Cups here, listening to that deep intuition that you have, listening to the knowledge, the wisdom of your intuition, of that, that thing that won't leave you alone, that thing that that you have, this very special gift that you have to give to the world, that is what you are beginning to go after. And you have the full support of the universe here. They are cheering you on. They're going to help light the way. They will help ignite what needs to be ignited and push you in the direction and support you in this endeavor that you're going on. And they're saying, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take work and it's going to take patience, just like climbing a mountain, right? But they're saying it's going to be so much more rewarding for you, so much more rewarding for you. And I don't want you to worry about leaving people behind or leaving any situation behind, leaving, a job behind that you don't even really like or care about anyway. And even if you do, it doesn't matter. It's like your passion, your drive, your desire is worth so much more to you. You will be put in such a better position. You will find the success, the recognition that your heart desires, that your heart yearns for. And yeah, this is saying don't hesitate to walk away. The birds need to migrate. They need to explore. They need to travel and go off and find new, find different, so that we may find, ourselves and our place. And this is saying with the World card, a successful outcome, a finishing. It's interesting because you have a 10 here, which is the end of a cycle. And we have the World here, which is the end of a successful end of the whole thing. This is the last card in the tarot. So this is saying the end of hard times, but the beginning of a beautiful new successful cycle for you that you've just begun or you're about to begin. Maybe you've already walked away and this is just your confirmation that you did the right thing. You leaving this behind in order to go after this passion, the sun, this thing of yours that you've been, wanting to explore, wanting to go after, wanting to, just discover. And this is saying, don't listen to anything but your own knowledge, your own wisdom, your own gut. That is what's going to lead you to the most stability, the most success, the highest outcome for yourself. That you will be your own boss. You will be your own leader. Okay? And I don't want you to worry about leaving anyone behind or leaving things behind, because really, if you just always work for others, or you're doing something that is going against your own heart or your own desires, your own gut, you will be the one who loses. And they'll be fine and they'll get over it. They still have their thing, and that's up to them. If they see you might be an inspiration for them, and they could then follow in your footsteps, right? But you should never feel guilty or bad about following your heart, about following your inklings, your desires, because otherwise it's going to be very heavy on you. It's going to feel like you're overwhelmed, overworked, and that you're not fulfilling yourself. You're not fulfilling your dreams. So let this end. Let this hard time end, this heaviness end, and go after what you want. I mean, what else is there? Why would we do anything but the very thing that we want to do? And it's scary leaving behind things we know and the comfort zones. I understand. It's not easy. But it's time. It's time to grow. It's time to become anew. It's time to see what we're capable of. It's time to go out on our own journey, on our own path. And you will never feel like this again doing this. It might be hard. It might be difficult at times, but it will be so much more rewarding, and you'll still feel light because you're still doing it for you. You're not doing it for anyone else, right? And you'll have so much more to give, and you'll have so much more to gain. Okay, so it's just, there's no question. There is no question here about, do I leave or do I stay? Should I just stay comfortable because it's what I know, because it's, what I've been doing for this amount of time? It's like, no, follow your heart, follow your passions. Even if it seems crazy to people, or even to you. Like, I've never done anything like this before. That's okay. That's good. We want new. We want exciting, right? You need to start giving, feeding your passion, feeding what drives you, feeding what makes you want to get up every day, feeding your creativity, your whatever that is, right? And it's like, nurturing this newfound love, this newfound baby, this new little seed that you've been working on or growing. And now it's time to take action on that. Now it's time to, instead of feeding this old thing that you were giving some of your energy towards that wasn't really benefiting you, it was maybe benefiting someone else, it's time to give it all to you and completely go feet first. Go, both feet in. Don't just like one foot here and then I'll work on my thing when I have time or whatever. It's like, no, when you're doing someone else's dream, when you have a dream yourself that you can go after, that is out there for you, you have to. You have to. And I promise it will be the outcome that you desire, that you hope for, that you pray for and wish for. You will get to the end. You will get to the successful completion of it. All right? But you have to end this old thing that's making you feel tired and drained and heavy. Let it all go. Take nothing with you and just go after what it is you want. Yeah, you'll find the success. You'll find the recognition. And people will be like, what? You did what? You left it all behind to go after it, and then you got it? You became successful? Like, you have all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom. You have a solid foundation to go off of, to begin. And it just takes you just starting and just going with it. And that's what this next year is you focusing on what makes you passionate, what makes you happy, what makes you feel alive, and not stopping and enjoying the entire journey there. Every step is beautiful when it's yours. And feeding that, feed your passion, feed yourself with what you want and what you love, what makes you, and what makes you happy, in the direction of where you want to go. If that means moving somewhere far away or traveling or whatever it is, working on the other side of the world, creating your own business in another part of the world, working online for your own business, and then being able to go wherever you want. Yes. Okay, because if you stay still and you have this in your heart, you will forever feel this weight. This is the year of going after our dreams with grounding, and actually this is the year of creating our dreams, of making our dreams a reality, of making our dreams a stable foundation for ourselves, a real thing, a grounded thing here on earth, the thing that we love, that we work on, that we do like no one else does. Give it, feed it. Yeah, this is big energy. Following our love, following our heart, following our intuition, our guts. This is the year for you guys. Leave it all behind and go for it. You will come out successful. You will come out with glory. Yeah, this is a big year. It's like, I know it can be scary, right? And especially if we're scared of like losing our stability or losing our physicality or money, finances, and we're scared, well, if I do this, what if I don't make money? You guys, you will, and the universe is going to support you. When you show up for the universe in showing them that you are willing to put in the work and sacrifice the comfortability of something for what your heart desires, for your true self, the universe will help you. It will support you every step of the way. You don't have to worry. Whenever you need something, it will be there. Because you took a leap of faith. You put it on the line for your heart, for what God's source, the universe, is calling you to do. They will be with you every step of the way. They will help you along whatever you need, right? And I feel like you guys are on the path to a lot of stability here with the Queen going to the King, right? There's a lot of coin here, a lot of building a very stable foundation for yourself. And maybe some of you guys have a great savings, right? And they're saying, like, you're fine. You can go off and do this. You can try this. And you'll make whatever 10 times what you put in. There might be times where it's like you're not sure where it's coming from, but it will always come. I promise you. I promise you. You will never be without. If you need it, it will be there. The universe supports those who risk it all and go after their dreams. If it is is in your soul, why would the universe not support that? Right? That is what you came here to do. Not work for someone else, not make someone else's goal possible. It's to make your own heart happy. And of course, some people that makes their heart happy. It's just whatever makes your heart happy. Whatever you feel called to do. But if we're doing something that doesn't feel true to us, it's going to feel like a burden. Right? We're going to feel bored or stagnant. So go after your passion. Feed it. Go for it. Yeah, drink it all in. It needs to be born. It needs to be nourished. It's going to grow into something a lot bigger than you can imagine. Look how big this is. And you have the universe backing you. It's like you're favored here to win. And there's going to be, multi-levels of success here. All right? You have to take the flight. You have to go. Follow that inner knowing, that inner calling. It's very strong within you. And you will find success. The successful outcome you'd hope for. It's there waiting for you. It just needs you to go after it. And that's what you're doing. Finding success, finding recognition this year. Jupiter, man, it's making our dreams come true. You just have to be brave enough to follow them. And once you do, you will find it. All right, pile 2. So thank you so much for coming to your reading today. I appreciate you all so much. And I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And if you want a personalized reading, you can book that in the description box below with me. You can also book what's called a Beyond Quantum Healing session, which is like a hypnosis session, a therapy. It can be past life regression, or it's just scenes that your higher self and your spirit team show us in order to heal something that you need healed, or give you answers to certain questions or certain situations in your life that you need to know in order to move on, in order to get on your highest and best path for you, in order to find out, if your true purpose or what it is you need to know. Okay, so I will leave that there with you guys, and I hope nothing but the absolute best going forward, and I hope to see you guys on the next reading. Okay, all of my love, pile 2. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your Jupiter and Taurus. New moon in Taurus reading. So Jupiter in Taurus is going to be in Taurus for the next year. Okay. So this is going to be a big opportunity for us to go towards our dreams, go towards what we desire in a very stable way. So it's beautiful. I also want to let you know that there are some windows being installed in where I'm living. So if it gets loud at any point, I apologize. And if it gets too loud, I will stop and continue another time. It's going now. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sure you can. It's very loud for me. So I hope it's not too distracting. But let's get right into it. So your card that you chose is the Queen of Cups. And I feel like you guys are very, very sure about what it is you want. Your cards came out very quickly, very like, yep, this is it. This, please. Like, you're very, this is what I want. I know what I want. I know my feelings. I know my intuitive hits. I know where I'm headed. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. So your first oracle card is Saturn in Aquarius with innovation. Very cool. Okay. The taming power of the small. Self-restraint, self-sufficiency, careful preparations, resourcefulness, minor impediments, adaptability. Wow. Amazing. So this innovation and this card with self-sufficiency, I feel like you're very, knowledgeable. You're very sure of what you want. You're willing to put in the work and the time needed, and you understand the time and patience and skill and what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline are all necessary in something beautiful. Okay, let's keep it going here. Whoa, you have look at that, pioneer with innovation. Are you kidding me? You are pioneering something. That's so cool. Light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. Wow, how beautiful. You're working on something huge here, something so unique, something very unique, something that has not been done. Okay, and I'll put your right there. Okay, nice. You have the Two of Cups going into the Three of Cups. Celebration here, coming in union with your dreams, with your desires, possibly with a relationship, a beautiful relationship here. You have the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Ultimate fulfillment here. Woo, you do know what you want. You know what you're doing. Okay. Ace of Wands. This is the innovation. This is the passion, the action, creating something new, creating something that hasn't been done before possibly, or hasn't been done in this way. King of Pentacles, creating stability, creating a stable foundation for yourself, knowing what it takes to create this thing, to build this into what you know it can be. Two of Wands. What? You have the Ten of Pentacles under the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? Whoa, guys. Big, big dreams here. Big, big things happening this year for you guys. Woo! Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. Mastering, working every day. Working. Knowing that this work that you're doing is creating big things in your life. And then we have the Moon with past lives. Wow. Let me just see. You can see all these. I will. Yeah, there we go. Focus. Good. All right. Wow, beautiful energy here. You guys are coming. Wow, you have 2 2, 10 10. Woo! Okay, pile 3. You guys are creating something very unique to you. You in this upcoming year, this year we're literally starting, I think it started yesterday, Jupiter went into Taurus. So for the next year, you guys are coming into union with what you've been seeking, with your desire, with what you've been working on. It's like you've been working on something diligently. You've been mastering this passion, this thing that you've been wanting to create, that you've been wanting to put out there. For some of you, this is a family, okay? For others of you, this is a career. This is a passion project. This is a business, right? I feel for a lot of you, this has to do with other people in some way. But it's like, but you are the leader of this. You have the kind of key here. Maybe you're offering something to someone. This could be emotional service, help, your own experience with something. Maybe you're a teacher, or you're a therapist, or you could just be, starting something that means a lot to your heart. Okay, so in this next year, yeah, it's like you've innovated something. You've made it your own in some way. And maybe that just comes from your own personal experience, where it's like, of course, it's going to be unique. It comes from your heart and your heart alone. And it's come from many years of trial and error, of mistakes, and of learning, and of creating this thing exactly as you needed it to be or as you wanted it to be. Toiling over it every single day, even when it's like, is this happening? Is this turning into anything? I don't know. But now it's like you're getting to see the full picture of what you've been working on. It's like it started from something super small, maybe just a small idea or a small whatever, and then it's just built and built and built and built into this thing now, into this beautiful creation that only you've done, and only you could see the potential here. No one else could, but you still worked and worked and worked. You worked away regardless. And I feel with this past lives card, you've done this in many lifetimes. It's like this has been building up for you throughout possibly many, many lifetimes. You've been mastering this. You've been working towards this. And now Jupiter and Taurus, it's actually coming into the 3D. It's actually going to be able to come into your material world, where you're actually going to be able to make money off this thing, to create a very happy and successful and fulfilling life from what it is you've been working on, by either sharing it, by offering something, by offering, your service or your experience or this creation, this thing. But it's definitely been with you for longer than just this lifetime, and that's why you're like so fucking good at it. Sorry for swearing, but you're like so different with it. You're very unique, and it's got you written all over it. It's like very, very, it tastes like you, it smells like you, it's just you, right? It's like, this is my version of this thing. And maybe it's not you coming up with a completely new product or something where it's like, nothing's been seen like this before, but it's like, it's your version of it, which is just as good. It's an innovation, right? It's turning something maybe old or something we already, know about, and you're making it better. You're making it yours. You're making it new. And this is something you're going to be able to take with you. You're going to be able to explore new possibilities, explore new worlds, maybe travel with this thing. But it's like, yeah, it's something that you've mastered, this passion that you've mastered, that you're going to be able to create a lot of stability on, this is big financial wealth. A very solid foundation for yourself, for your family, if that's something that you want to create as well. I mean, the 10 of Cups is like having it all, having a fulfilled heart, getting to live off of your dreams. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we see, there's others involved here. There's a lot of other people who get to benefit off of this, who maybe it builds a community in some way, or it builds a big family that you can all share this with. And maybe you help heal other families, or you help heal others in some way. But yeah, I feel like you guys you've had a lot of self-restraint. You've had a lot of, and I feel like you've been doing it on your own for a long time. You've been really working diligently towards this. You've been, putting your heart first and always remembering love. And I think that's why now you guys, you've been working, and not at the cost of others or even yourself. It's like you've been really putting your heart and soul into this thing, whatever this is. And now it's like you're going to see all of these start blooming this year. You're going to actually get to see the success, feel the success, and be in it, and celebrate with those you love. You're coming into union with your desire, with what you've been working on finally. It's like it's here, and now I have it in my hand, and now I can take it where I want to take it. I can finally see, taste, touch, smell, have the outcome of all my hard work here. It's been a long time in the making. You've put in the patience, you've put in the effort, and this is the King of Pentacles. This is Taurian energy as well. We have the Bull here. It's like you've been really slow and steady, having the patience to make sure every little bit is exactly as it needs to be, making sure I soak in all of the knowledge that this has to give me. Making sure that, and like stubbornly going for it, like not stopping at anything. Even when I got tough, even when I got hard, it's like, no, I'm going to trudge on. I know this is something of value. I know I can make this into something of value for me and also others, something others can benefit from, and others can enjoy and create their own happiness, their own abundance from this. This is something that's going to heal multiple people, not just you. And I feel like it's like you've healed yourself, and now you're going to help others do that as well. Yeah, it's like you've accomplished something in yourself, and now it's like you've completed it, right? It's like, okay, I'm full. I have a full heart. I have something complete here that I've accomplished, that I've done. And now it's to share this. It's now to help others do the same thing, or give it to others so that they may benefit from the work that I've done, and they can help themselves, or they can help their families, and they can use this in order to create the same happiness that I have. Wow, pile 3. This is a big year for you guys. Big. Okay, like a lot. I think it's like, it's not even just material success, because that is coming, where it's like you're going to have a lot of abundance, a lot of stability financially, but it's because you never sacrificed the love. And because of that, it's like not only do you get financial fulfillment, but you get your heart fulfilled, and you actually get to help others in a very heart-based way, where it's not just some like surface level thing. It's like you're healing from the inside out. You're healing people so that they can pass down these beautiful lessons, or these beautiful realizations that you have worked so hard on within yourself, within your own life. Yeah, it's like, and you just kept it alive, and you kept going, even though it was like it was maybe years and years and years in the making. It was doing the same things. It was falling and failing and all of these things over and over again. But it's like, but I know if I keep going, I know that eventually I'll get to a place where I can live here, and I can be proud of myself, and I can be whole. I can be complete. Maybe you've realized things. Have you gone to places that no one else has? Maybe emotionally, internally, physically, of course. But it's like you have gone to places that others are afraid of going. And that is why you have pioneer here. That's why you have innovator here. You were willing to go to the places that most are afraid of going within ourselves, within, the human spirit, the human condition. It's like you every day, and you found the flowers, you found the gold that was in each and every day, each and every experience, never failing to keep going, taking what it is you need at each level, at each experience. Okay, cool, now I have this, I'm gonna keep going. You never gave up. You just kept on going, and now the picture is like complete. You have completed it. Now you have something of massive value because you pioneered something. You went when no one else was brave enough to go. No one else was willing to put in this work except you, and now you get the spoils of this hard-earned work, and now you can help others do the same thing. Wow. This was, we have the DNA here. This was like, it was made for you. This has been lifetimes in the making. Maybe, this could be all lifetimes. You've been pioneering. You have been going towards it. You have been following this heart, this thing that has been calling you, and you never gave up. And it's been so many attempts at this thing, and now you're finally realizing it. You're finally getting there, and you're getting to enjoy this accomplishment now. Within the next year, that's what's happening now, is getting to enjoy the rewards of all of this diligent work, of all this hard work that you never gave up on, that you stubbornly went for in the best way possible. It's like you knew the work that had to be done in order to get this done, and you didn't shy away from it. Wow. And now you're going to be celebrating, and so your heart's going to be so lifted. It's like the hard work is over. You've done it. You've created the beautiful picture. And now you can just share it with others and get to reap the rewards of all your hard work, of all your efforts, of mastering this. Wow. That's pretty incredible, pile number 3. And I honestly, hats off to you. This is amazing. You guys are so unique and so special, and not a lot of people go after this thing. They don't do this. It's too hard, it's too much work, it's too much time, too much patience, and they give up. But you didn't. Now you're hitting the 10s on not just emotional fulfillment, but physical abundance. And you're sharing it with those around you, and it's like you had to make sure that not just you were lifted, but everyone can be lifted. We can all have these rewards and enjoy the flowers, enjoy the fruits of the labor. It's like you're small but mighty, It's no joke. The power of your heart is like unbelievable. It led you through this whole time. It lit up your path in the darkness when it was not clear, when it was not easy, when you didn't know if you were creating anything, you didn't know if you were getting anywhere. And you never gave up. Failure after failure after failure, after it not working. And now you have something beautiful. Now you have something beautiful to share, beautiful to have, to enjoy. In this next year, it is all coming towards you. You are now going to reap it all in. So good for you, pile 3. Honestly, this is very commendable. You should be very proud that you stuck with it, that you never gave up. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. All right? So I want to thank you for coming to your reading today. And that's what we have for you, pile 3. And I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you want to have a personal reading with me, you can book one in the description box below on my website, where you can also book what's called a Beyond Quantum Healing session, where we take a deep dive into your subconscious with help of your higher self and your guides. They will show us scenes of things that you need to know in order to move on from something, in order to understand something, in order to see something that's been on your heart. We get answers to our questions, and we are shown what it is we need in order to heal. All right, so thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys on the next reading. All right, all of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your Jupiter in Taurus with the new moon in Taurus reading. So we're going to see what's happening for you within this next year, because Jupiter will be in Taurus for a year now. And so I just want to explain that there might be some loud noises going on. There's some windows being installed at where I'm living. So just FYI, hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. It shouldn't, but yeah, never know. So you guys chose the Star card. Okay, let's get right into it here. You have Saturn, Saturn in Gemini with seduction. You have oppression, restriction, exhaustion, depression, depleted resources, feeling cut off, punishment, confinement. And you have guide, light attribute, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attribute, places financial gain in control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay. Make sure we can see all of these. Right into the tarot. You have the Emperor going into the Hierophant. This is the in-between tarot, so it's in between those cards. We have the Chariot going into Strength. We have the Eight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Knight of Wands. Five of Wands with totality. And the Knight of Swords with mind. Or sorry, I think this is the Page of Swords with mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So basically what's happening within this next year is you guys are not holding yourself back anymore. You're not listening to these voices of doubt, of letting your mind stop you from completely going right for the target, going exactly for what it is you want, what it is you want to create, who it is you want to be, what it is you want to do in this life, your dream here, your guiding star. You are realizing the divinity within yourself and the divinity of your purpose, the divinity in your desire, and that you cannot hold yourself back anymore. You are going straight for your goals, for your success, and you will find success. You are taking the lead. You are stepping into the leadership role and not caring what anyone else has to say or has to think about it. You are becoming the lion, the strength of your own life, and you are not holding back anymore. It's like I'm letting myself free. I'm letting out what I need to say, what I want to do. I am hitting the target and I'm going straight for it. And I don't care what anyone else has to say about it. I'm going in with no backup plan. I'm going in like full on. I'm not holding back one bit anything about myself. I'm going for my goal here, my ultimate fulfillment. Yeah, my treasure, my heart, where my heart wants me to go. And maybe for a lot of you, it's you are some kind of, healer or guide, and you've been holding this thing. Do you see? I don't know if you can see this very well, but she is holding this little ball of light. It's like this is what makes you special. This is something that you need to. Don't be scared about what you think other people will think of it, if they'll judge you, if they won't understand you or won't see you. These are all fears within your own mind. They're not actually real. Once you actually just take the leap and put yourself out there and go for what it is you want, which is what you'll be doing, you will be caught. You will find, oh my gosh, I'm actually finding success. I'm actually finding the fulfillment that I'd hoped for, that I desired. It's like you have something very special, something that you need to share, some kind of wisdom that you specifically have. You have the divinity within yourself. You are divine, and you need to share that with others. You need to share that unapologetically. As the emperor, you need to be unbridled yourself. I just heard this. Someone told me this today, and they're like, you need to be unbridled, Taylor Jane. And that's exactly what I needed to hear. It's going and being who we are without fear of repercussions, without fear of what anyone thinks about us. It's just being who we are and allowing us to be that. Unbridled. It's like being that rebel, leading us in the direction of our highest good, of our highest selves. And that means allowing ourselves to be let out, not letting all these voices of what if this happens, what if they think what if they think this about you, or what if they judge you, what if they misunderstand you. That can keep us from our dreams. That can keep us from actually getting what it is we need. And no longer are you letting this stop you. This is the year where you go for what it is you want, and you get to hold it in your hand and build stability, and you're going right for it. There's a lot of just running here, a lot of fast energy going for it. You're bridging. It's like not only are you the emperor, which you're taking action, even if there's not a lot of support around you, let's say. It's like, I know there is this out there for me. I know what it is my heart wants and what my heart is calling for. And the sun is coming up saying, yes, it is time now for you to go for it, for you to no longer hold back. And you will go to the other side as the Hierophant, meaning the wise counsel, the one with spiritual wisdom that can be shared, or whatever wisdom that you have. But you are divine. You are the thing that, and I know you know this, you have something that many people need to hear. You have something that is of great value to others. And maybe you are a guide, or maybe you're being guided to do this. But either way, you have a dream. You have something that is very meaningful to your heart, something that you can't let go of, that you've not been able to stop staring at it, to stop focusing on it. Look, oh my gosh, look at this. Do you see how they're so focused on this thing? It's like, you have it. You have this thing. You are it. You have something of great value, right? That you need to act on. You need to go for it with the emperor. You're finding the confidence This is your year where you have the confidence to go exactly for what it is you want without compromising, without, no longer are you keeping yourself stuck. Are you keeping yourself held back on something that you want to go for, that you want to discover, that you want to create, that you want to be? It's like no longer. It's like you have it. Oh, again, she's holding it. You are it. You have it already. There's nothing more for you to look for. There's nothing more for you to gain. Do you see? You are the thing. And so you need to share what you have. You need to release it. You need to go for it. Maybe guide others, because it's like maybe you have some experience that others need to hear. It's like you have something, or you've realized that you are divine. You realize the thing that you've been looking for. You are the star. You have it already. Look, have in their hand. You already have it. So there's nothing more. You're getting in your mind. You're like, do I have it? Am I it? Or, or will they, am I just, maybe you have like, what's that called? Like, you feel like a phony or whatever. I forget that syndrome or whatever. But it's like, you're like, am I a fake? Am I a phony? No. What you feel, what you have is true. You are it. You already have it. So now what you need to do is communicate that. You need to just go full in without hesitation, without holding anything back. You need to let yourself be let loose like a wild horse, going like the chariot, with the chariot straight for your goals. It is written in the stars for you. It is there for you. You have the tent. You have this certain fulfillment. You've created something. You have something of great value. So don't let your mind come in and stop you. And that's what's happening in this year is that no longer is your mind going to get in the way of you sharing this, or of you going for this thing, because you have something of great value. You have something to share. You have something that others need to hear, or that others need in their lives. You are something very special, whether that's just you, or you have a message, or you have something physical to share, to give. Maybe that's your wisdoms, your lessons, your love. You have the 10. You're holding it. You contain something very, very special. So lead yourself in the right direction. Go towards be yourself. Let yourself have this. Let yourself go for it without fear of maybe this, what if that, what if they think this, what if. Don't think, just do, just go. Stop thinking and just act. Just go exactly for the target, for what it is you want, whether that be communicating, whether that be putting yourself out there in some way. It's like you've done the work needed, necessary. Now it's time to act. Now it's time to put it out there. That's this year for you guys is going for it. Is no longer thinking, no longer having to contemplate, to learn anything new. It's like now is the time. This is the year for action, for putting it out there, for going towards it. No longer holding yourself back. Am I good enough? Is this good enough? You've been oppressing yourself. You've been keeping yourself held back, and no longer is that going to be the case. With Jupiter and Taurus, this is giving you the free reins to be like, go, and you're going, you're heading out the door, and there's no stopping you, and there's no stopping this energy. You are leading yourself to ultimate happiness, and I believe others into ultimate happiness too. It's like there is big energy here. There's a lot of success coming your way. There's a lot of fast moving energy, a lot of just pure action without having to stop yourself, gaining and I really feel like for a lot of you it's giving. I feel a lot of you, it's like you have something to give, And don't keep it to yourself any longer. Don't just keep it hidden away. It's like we all need to know this. We all need to hear this. We all need what it is that you have. Maybe you're a great leader, and I feel a lot of you are. That is what you're coming into, is like you need to start leading. You need to start putting it out there so that you can find your community. You can find those who resonate with your message or with what you have to offer. And a lot of people are going to love what it is, and it's going to show them the same thing about themselves, what you've realized about you, that it's been you the whole time, right? And you can show others that, but you have to do it. And that's what this next year is you actually doing it. No longer holding yourself back with fear, with made up fear. It doesn't exist. It just exists in your head. Okay? And it's just time to go for it. It's time to go for it and to lead others to the 10. Lead others to their self-fulfillment, to their self-healing, to their self-empowerment. You have it. You have it. So guide those who may be lost or maybe don't realize it within themselves. Show yourself that you can do it. And that's what you're doing, is you're allowing the star to shine. You're allowing yourself to shine instead of keeping yourself held back. Let yourself run wild. Let yourself go for it and do it and be it, because you are it. Right? So don't hold yourself back any longer. And I know you won't, because I know the energy is shifting and you might not even have a choice. Okay? It's totality, baby. It's now or never. Take the hands. You're already swinging. Grab the hands and let's go for it. You are not going to fall. You're going to fly. You're going to hit the target. Okay? It is already written. So enjoy yourself. Express yourself. Be you. Be you. Let yourself out. Let yourself shine. It's time. All right? And you're going to find amazing. Oh, your heart's going to be so full, because people are going to be like, yeah, love it. Love you. Resonate with it. Yes. You have something others need in one way or another. Okay? They are going to love you. They're going to appreciate you. They're going to totally, it's not going to be these fears, these things you're afraid of. They're going to see you as a very wise guide, someone who they can, who is a great leader, who's a very wise leader, who's someone they can trust and they can count on, and someone who's going to point them in the right direction. It's going to allow them to be who they are and realize these beautiful things about themselves that you have. Okay? So good for you, Pile 4. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. This next year is going to be incredible for you guys. It's just going to, life is, is just going to be so beautiful when you let yourself out. Don't hold yourself back anymore. Don't hide yourself away. You have such a gift. You are such a beautiful, shining star. And you need to allow others to see that. You need to shine brightly. Okay? And enjoy this next year, because it's going to be amazing. You are going to shine so bright. And you're going to be so strong. And allow it. Allow it all. All right? Thank you, Pile 4, for coming to your reading today. I appreciate and love you guys with all my heart. I hope this reading resonated with you. And if it did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. If you would like to know more about your personal situation, you can book a reading with me in the description box below. You can also book what's called a Beyond Quantum Healing session, where we take a dive into your subconscious mind using a hypnosis method. And we are guided by your higher self, by your spirit team. They will show us scenes with what you need to see and experience in order to get answers to your questions, in order to get clarity on a situation, in order to get a healing, in order to be shown what your purpose is or where you're going in life. Okay, so whatever it is for you, that is what we are guided towards. Okay, so if you want any more information about that, you can look at my YouTube channel. It's called White Tiger Healing. That is linked down below. Or you can go to my website, which is also linked below. Okay, guys? All of my love, pile 4. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next reading. Peace.